Hiya, welcome to LSB Feaster's radio channel and Travel Corner. Glad you're here. Today we're going to feature famous 56 WFIL in Philadelphia. It was running a country format in 1983 and virtually no one was listening to it. And then there was an FM competitor that started playing country. So, FIL had to do something new. FIL was huge in the 1960s and 70s, so management decided, let's play the music we played when we had listeners. So they did it. They called themselves Solid Gold 56 WFIL and cranked up the oldies. Hope you enjoyed. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you like what you hear after you subscribe, smack that bell. You'll get updates whenever we post anything new, which is normally weekdays at 3 o'clock. So if you're ready, going back to 1984 with Joey Reynolds, hosting mornings along with Jeff Collins and Bill Marshall on Golden Oldies 56 WFIL.
Let's see if we can emulate that sound. Let's just stand around the microphone here. Let's see if we can do that. The background is what makes those Motown records, see? It's Mr. Postman. That's it. Mr. Postman. Mr. Postman. Oh, y'all keep singing that. Now I'm going to make up some lyrics. Now, go ahead. Mr. Postman. Delivered the letter. Mr. Postman. The sooner the better. Mr. Postman. Hey, I knew it wasn't the lead singing that did it. It was the background that did it. So the background is what sold those suckers. It's 8:30. Now, wait a minute. That was another era. The Shoop Shoop song was who? Who was the Shoop Shoop song? Does she love me or he love me? I want to know. Who was it?
I give up who?
Oh, come on now. Who did the Shoop Shoop song? Is it in your eyes? Is it in your pants? Remember that thing?
I don't.
Do you remember that song? No, we got a loser. That's right. It's 8:33 on a Monday morning on WFIL. We did not play Mashed Potatoes by Dee Dee Sharp, as the woman requested earlier. And we will get that on. We are coming to it, folks, but we did not forget you. We never do. On WFIL, the weather is going to be somewhat schmoozy, especially tomorrow, because it's going to be a little rain in our lives. 40% chance of showers. It's in the 50s right now, early 50s, and that's where we're at exactly. WFIL also presents this morning the great debate, our version of it upcoming. Don't want you to leave. We went out on a great remote over the weekend. We had Joe Banana with us, not the criminal. Well, he is one of sorts. But Banana Joe, we gave away thousands of bananas at the King of Prussia Mall, and we met a lot of people, and we thank you all for tuning and turning out. We had a really great time. It's nice to really get to meet the people who are really more insane than I am. I mean, we have the most Mondo Bizarro audience. This is the audience filled with Ricardo, what is it? Ricky Retardos. That's what I knew it was in there somewhere. No, we have a really good bunch, and I went to the restaurant yesterday and bought everybody dinner last night. Didn't I?
Yeah, sure. It only cost us $10 for you to buy us dinner.
Well, I reached for the receipt. And they all reached for the check. And this is part... Did you pay for that last night? You paid an extra 10? Oh, Bill, poor guy.
10.
I'll make it up to you. I'll buy you dinner at the Domino for the next 12 days.
I had a salad. It cost me $30.
Oh,
what the hell happened?
It was a $90 tab. That's because you went to the salad bar with a tent and a knapsack. I mean, you're not supposed to park there for the weekend. He was going to bring his RV up to the carousel bar. All right, now this is what happened with the waitress as we were through.
Do you know you've been serving the people from WFIL radio?
No, I didn't know that.
You know that now.
Yeah, I do.
What's your name?
Sue.
How old are you?
18.
My favorite words for my lawyer.
Pardon me?
My favorite word for my lawyer.
I don't...
Sue.
Ah.
You're 18. Sue at 18. That's... All right, now...
All of you work at WFIL?
Yeah. You remember that, don't you?
Well, I didn't know if it was just you or everyone.
You're not all going to stand around and sing happy birthday. I can't stand it.
Is it your birthday?
No.
Then we wouldn't do that.
They always do that to me, though.
I did it.
Every time we go out to dinner, they have the crowd come over and sing happy birthday to me.
Well, if you really want us to come over and sing happy birthday to you, we'll come over and sing happy birthday.
Mariachi style, can you put a candle in a taco?
A candle and taco. How about a sparkling and a sundae?
I like that. Now tell me about yourself. We got a minute.
She's a busy waiter. Yeah. There's not too much to tell. I'm going to school and...
Where do you go to school?
Well, I'm going and taking classes at Montgomery County Community College, and I'm transferring in January.
What station do you listen to on the radio?
I really don't have much time to listen to the radio, but when I do, I listen to... I feel like I'm being put on the spot here. In my car, I listen to WFIL because it's AM station, but when I have an FM station, I usually listen to 103.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Roland Brown from Ridley Park. Why go out when Channel 17's got great movies like The One Tonight?
Tonight at 8, Channel 17 presents How to Save a Marriage and Ruin Your Life. Eli Wallach is cheating on his wife.
He's an animal.
So confirmed bachelor Dean Martin covers for him.
Twisted, perverted mind that would make up a story like that.
And ends up with Stella Stevens, who proceeds to drive Dean crazy.
You were with a man.
I was thinking of you the whole time.
So Dean will drive Stella to the altar.
The ride down to Maryland, the license, the marriage, and the annulment in the morning.
But will it work?
Marriage? Even for one night, something could go wrong.
We despise each other.
Yeah.
What could happen?
Yeah.
How to Save a Marriage and Ruin Your Life. Tonight's 8 o'clock movie, complete and uncut. And don't miss John Biner's even crazier comedy, Bizarre, tonight at 11:30.
I'm hungry.
I want it. You want it? We got it.
Who's got it?
AM, PM, mini markets. What have you got?
That we might want.
Bread and pop that don't cost a lot.
And rolls.
And coffee that's always hot. What else have you got?
That we might want.
Cookies and chips, milk and ice.
Ooh, that's nice.
And lots of things that you might like cakes and juice, candy and gum.
Sandwiches, fruit, and hot dog buns.
Lunches and dip, crackers and cheese.
And ice cream treats that are sure to please. Now that's a lot.
At a price that's not.
We want it. You want it? We got it.
At AM, PM.
AM, PM. You want it? We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it.
At AM, PM, mini market.
We've got the things you want. At AM, PM, mini markets.
Doo-wop, 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 doo-wop. Get your car ready for the fall weather at AM, PM mini markets with Paco windshield washer. Putting on the Ritz for 99 cents a gallon and peak antifreeze just $3.49 a gallon after the manufacturer's dollar rebate. AM, PM mini markets, a franchise of Atlantic Richfield Company. Hours and suggested prices may vary according to who's stealing. It's now, what? Oh, that's good. Now, wait. I want everybody to join in on this. I want you all to pay attention. You got Sam, the traffic man. Sam, are you there? All right. Everybody join in. Sales dogs? Now, what do you call that, what you are doing right now?
Stupid.
Besides stupid. Come on. What do you call it? You know what you refer to that as?
What, Joe?
What's it called?
What do you call that?
Yeah.
Acapella, right?
It's called doo-wop.
Doo-wop?
Yeah. Now, there have been 20,000 new words added to Webster's Dictionary this year with the newest edition, 20,000 new words. And the newest edition, the latest word that was added, is the word doo-wop.
Your kid took them long enough to put it in there.
And this is the doo-wop original music recorded at 10th and Mifflin. You know where that's
2 months
located?
ago, right?
Yeah, this was recorded just a short time ago at Jerry Blavitt's funeral. We had one of his many funerals.
That he presided over.
Yeah, right. Mostly cloudy with a high of 69. He'll be on the phone this morning. It's one way to get him up in the morning.
Sure.
Cloudy with a 40% chance of rain. Thank you, doo-wops. Temperatures in the 50s right now, and this is it. This is WFIL in the morning, the AM show.
AM.
We have the great debate we're going to run this morning.
Sure.
When? Next. Oh, God.
Right.
It's 20 of 9. After Sam does the traffic, we'll come back with the great debate.
Okay, here's the serious stuff here this morning. Upper Marion Township, heavy traffic on westbound Schuylkill Expressway getting...
Oh, Mr. Cop, I'll hop on pop. I'll hop on top until I stop.
Universal Pictures, along with Walt Disney Studios, presents Clint Eastwood in Any Which Way But Seuss. Any Which Way But Seuss, coming soon to a shopping mall near you.
Famous 56 WFIL.
I'm going to make your day. 263-8900 Pennsylvania, 966-3900 Jersey. We're going to take some random calls. It's rainy and people are stuck and it's schlocky outside, so we may as well talk on the phones here. 9:22 is the time. Hiya. I mean, this isn't the day that you'd want to do a tap to the Motown Monday records with your accelerator pedal. Not exactly, anyway. Hiya, are you there? Hiya.
Hi, Joey.
Well, who's this?
Louise.
Hiya, Louise. Where are you from?
Linwood, Pennsylvania.
Oh, good to have you. We never talked to you before, have we?
No, I wrote you a letter after I read the article in the paper about you, which was great. And I didn't have any paper, so I took the back of my bumper stickers. And I just wrote you a little note on there telling you my son called you twice and got through, and I didn't get through, but I would keep trying.
Well, you're through.
To talk to you.
Well, good. What do you want to talk about?
I wanted to tell you that I'm not there going to say I had to hold on because I know what you do to those people. And I would have held on a lot longer anyway.
Well, don't make this a religious experience. What's on your mind?
Nothing's on my mind except you're great.
Oh, now, wait a minute. You've crippled me again. You ruin the act when you say things like that. What do you do for a living, Louise?
I sing.
You sing?
Yeah, I'm a professional singer.
What kind of songs?
I'm country and western.
Can you do a song about Philadelphia?
I sure can.
Can you do a mummer song?
I sure can.
Can you hum a mummer? Let's hear you do a mummer song. Let's just hear a little bit of it.
Oh, them golden slippers, oh, them golden slippers. Oh, hell, I forget it.
All right, well, forget it. Thanks a lot, Louise.
All right, Joe.
We'll give you something really nice. We talked to Ed Asner when he was in town the other day, and we're getting the tape out. We're going to play it for you this morning. We were going to play it a little earlier, but we're waiting for Wendy to come to work. She's the girl who was the on-the-street reporter for WFIL. And she had a microphone, a roving, ranting microphone, and she got tape of Ed. He's great. He's really a nice guy. I had a little fun with him. I asked him some questions that were a little bit on the personal side, and he's suing for $10 million. But we'll be playing that tape in just moments. It's about 60 degrees and showery outside, as you know. I mean, God, you got to know that it's raining out. But we're going to have some more of this rain, and it's going to taper off to showers. So, you know what? It depends on where you are. If you're out in the field somewhere, it's going to be heavy rain intermittently, and then it will taper off to showers, and tomorrow it's going to be miserable in the morning, they say. But I don't always believe this, because sometimes I'll read the weather forecast, and the next morning I'll get up, and it's perfect. Like, they were all saying, the weather people, that this weekend was going to be rain all weekend. And I was saying on Saturday, we'll take it a day at a time, that it was going to be a tapering off. Saturday will be sunshine. And it was, wasn't it? And then on Sunday, it was a nice day. Yesterday was a perfect day. Great day for a ride in the country. So the weathermen don't always have it down. Now, today, they say it's going to rain and taper off to showers, and we're going to have some more tomorrow. But I don't know about tomorrow. It doesn't seem like, it seems like this will end. That's because I come from California. And if you're in Hawaii, it rains for about 20 minutes. If you're in California, it rains for a couple hours for the day sometimes, except during October, it rains for the whole month. But if you're here in Pennsylvania, when it rains, it just goes on, doesn't it? I mean, when a front moves in here, this weather system on the East Coast, when a front moves in here, it seems to stay for a while. I don't know why, but all across the eastern seaboard, it just doesn't blow out like it does in those tropical islands. Even in Florida, for instance. You know, when it rains in Florida, it's only brief. Mostly, during the rainy season even, for an hour or so, it'll blow away and then some more will come. But here, when it goes, boy, it goes. And we could get into a real funk. I mean, we could have this for a month. I'm not predicting that. They tell me that this summer we had 12 weekends of rain and virtually ruining the summer until August. And then we had those few good weekends when I arrived and I thought we were in paradise. But now we have the weather to say that we're having the fall season, and they say that it's going to be a little bit intermittent rain. Now, I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow when I get up, we'll have a conversation about this just like we are now, and we'll see what it's going to be like. We'll take it a day at a time. Tomorrow morning we'll get up and tell you. In other words, I wouldn't count on a 3-day weather forecast. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And, they give you all of this fluff. They tell you what it's going to be like for 3 days. And you're picturing these satellites flying all over the world, and they got these weathermen who have the word doctor in front of their names or afterwards, and you think they're an authority on weather, so therefore we tend to believe them. Or maybe nobody really knows, and this El Nino situation and the ice age that's moving in gives us a very firm clue that we could have different weather, very much so, tomorrow. It could be sunshiny tomorrow, and it could be 80 degrees for all I know. So tomorrow morning, I'd suggest you listen again. Instead of paying attention to a 3-day forecast, take it a day at a time. Right? Is that it? We got it down now? All right. Have you ever really seen any...
22 minutes, and we'll give you book gifts. You never needed us more.
Famous 56 WFIL.
It's not exactly what they had in mind when they said, give us 22 minutes and we'll give you the weather. It's more like it. It is cloudy and overcast, and planes were coming in on instruments this morning. We had... Come on now. Let's hear it. Chubby Checker was standing at the end of the runway playing a sax. This material this morning is from Jokes R Us. Batteries not included. Do we have a weather forecast? I don't think we've given the weather yet this morning.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff, we got the weather.
What's the weather?
Don't ask. You're on the air. Good morning on WFIL. It's a Jersey call. Who's this?
Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Where are you?
Wrightstown, New Jersey.
Hiya. Welcome to our program.
Thank you. I listen to you every morning on the way to work, and I tell you, you make Trenton a whole lot better.
Nothing could make Trenton a whole lot better.
Oh, yeah, listening to you on the way to work makes it dynamite.
I got a card from a lady in Trenton. Shall I read it to you?
Sure.
You know, we always have, if you've been listening to the show, you know we tell the truth, right? I mean, I read the good and the bad, right? This says, Joey, do you remember the lady who called to say you talk too much? Well, she is right. My car radio is set on WFIL now. It takes me about 15 minutes to drive to work. I never seem to hear more than one song, and a few times I've heard none. My radio is set to your station because I like the music. If I wanted a talk show, I'd listen to a talk station.
She has no personality at all.
She's from Trenton.
No personality.
She's gone. We got rid of that lady now. You know she'll never listen again. Make sure she's gone. Do it again. What do you do for a living?
I'm a hairdresser.
Oh, my goodness. Grace. Oh, I'd like to talk to her. We have a lot in common.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I'd like people. You're such a tease.
That's what I've been told.
Is that right? Listen, for today, I want to tell you, this has really happened now. I wouldn't share this with you except, again, that it is the truth. My wife spent $70 on her hair, and it looks like a Jewish blowout. I mean, the same thing happens to me when I step out of the shower, and the humidity does it. I mean, why do you have to spend $70 to have that frizz effect?
Well, a lot of people like that. That's what's in style.
What is the latest thing now? Are you influenced by Los Angeles?
No.
You're not?
No.
Is there such a thing as the Trenton look?
Yeah.
There is?
Yeah.
Now, what is it? What's the Trenton look?
I'll tell you.
What does it look like?
Most of the styles that I do, I'm into the old styles where the teasing and roller setting.
Roller setting and teasing?
Yeah.
All right. So that's the Trenton look?
Yeah, mostly, because it's a lot of business people that have to go to work and they want their hair to stay in all week.
Well, if you want those big curls, do you roll your hair in beer cans?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or orange juice can.
Yeah, I noticed the Minute Maid look, right? You don't have to wait a couple hours. No, I like the perm look myself. That's really nice. Of course, the perm is not perm. It's temporary. That's what it should be called.
Right, because it grows out eventually.
Yeah. Well, how's business?
Very good.
Does it help when it rains?
Yeah.
It does, and more people come in, huh?
Yeah.
Then do they complain when they go outside because they get wet and have to come back in again?
I don't want to know nothing.
Goodness, it's 9:32. Everybody who calls on this station gets a free gift when we put you on the air as a compensation. And our jocks are compensated too. What's that? That's the Jacksons, is it? Little bitty twitty one? Or something like that? It's 9:35 on a Motown Monday. I could tell it's Motown Monday because Bill came in wearing his strange Trenton hat and his umbrella and his Lacoste jacket. Hi, Bill Neal.
Hello, Joey. How are you?
And he's wearing his rubber duckies. He's got his rubber duckies on.
Took me a year and a half to find them in my size.
These are they're made in Taiwan. You can get these things anywhere.
They say now?
They
say Taiwan ROC now. Figure that one out.
Taiwan ROC. What does that mean? Royal Order of China?
Republic of China.
Republic of China. Oh, I see. Well, you know that Hong Kong has now officially been signed over by the British.
Yeah,
so,
but they don't officially take over now. Isn't that at some future date, like we gave away the Panama Canal?
In a week. Oh, they're going to take over. They're going to get over there, and all of a sudden, everybody's going to start having to use chopsticks. You know, I can see it now. There goes the fork. Fork it over. It's going to be exciting. They're going to stop eating dog in England. Have you ever been to Hong Kong? You ever been to one of the greatest cities in the whole world? Now wait, this is a plug. If we ever put a tour together, the jocks always take their audience on a tour. You know, we can go on a raft on the Delaware with our budget. But the jocks take their audience with them, and they invite them on a tour, and people buy a passageway, don't they? Or passage, rather. And they pay for a boat ride somewhere, like the Caribbean, and the disc jockey goes. And I want to put one of those packages together, but where I'd like to go, if I had a choice of all places in the world, would be Singapore. That's supposed to be exotic and nice. And that's quite the weather and all the ambiance that everybody's always looking for. See? But with me, you would expect a place like Wheeling, right?
Close.
Or Trenton.
Closer.
No, I'd like to go to a place like Singapore. That would be my favorite choice. It's now 60 degrees and schlucky out. The weather is going to be just like it is today and tomorrow. is what the weatherman says. I'm just reading this stuff now. I'm not gonna tell you my personal editorial opinion. But the guys standing on the street corner at 10th and Mifflin tell us that the rain will be heavy at times, and it's going to stop a lot of the lottery bets. Tonight the rain is continuing, and there's going to be just fewer steaks eaten outdoors today. Some of the things that usually happen will not happen. You will not be carrying a loaf of bread home under your arm in Fitzwater. Tomorrow the rain is tapering off to showers at Palumbo's and weddings and bar mitzvahs with a high of 60. WFIL Philadelphia temperature 60. The barometer is falling. Watch out it doesn't hit you on the head.
Act now and be among the first on your block to own a real baby alligator.
For a limited time only, we'll give you the entire collection of bird call imitations by the one, the only Wally J. Wadsworth III.
One time only, yes, one time only. You miss it now, you miss it, period.
Wouldn't it be nice if someone offered you something you could really use every day? Something like the New York Times delivered right to your home? Well, that's exactly what we're offering. You'll get the Times delivered at home for $3 a week for 13 weeks. And all you have to do is call 1-800-631-2500. So, if you're tired of offers like this...
Yes, you too can learn to scale the Eiffel Tower in 10 easy lessons.
Take advantage of one like this. Home delivery of the New York Times, where you can find your world in hours for just $3 a week for 13 weeks. To place your order, call 1-800-631-2500.
Offer ends November 30th. Delivery not available in some areas. We got another record here?
WIBG.
That's off the charts. This is our Wibbage Monday. The interview with Ed Asner is coming up. It's the Temptations, 941 on WFIL. Everybody know it's raining? Program department wants me to remind you it's raining out. That's the weather forecast. Feel like a top 40 jock. 941, rain. Because that's all they do, right? Keep reminding you, play the same 12 songs over and over again. All right, we got some birthdays here today. Jimmy Carter, Richard Harris, Bonnie Parker, George Papard, Julie Andrews, Rod Carew. Dead or alive?
Bonnie Parker.
No, we're not playing that. Now, I'll tell you something that did happen on this date, though. It's a milestone. In 1847, on this date, on October 1, U.S. troops arrested Mormon leader Brigham Young for having 16 wives. Special delivery mail service began in 1885. Has nothing to do with that. But can you imagine him yelling? The troops, Brigham Young. That's the beginning of the Mormons, right? Is it? No, it's not Brigham. It's Brigham Young. Brigham Young. Brigham Young. There's a little difference there, folks. All right, we'll take a phone call or two on the morning show. Hiya. This is AM.
Time Fairy was busy.
Yes, he was. 9:42 is the time. Hiya. Who's this? Are you there? Let me take another Jersey call. Hiya. Jersey line. Hiya.
Hi.
Who's this?
This is Peg.
A woman and a trained monkey in the background there.
How come you said Wibbage just a few minutes ago?
I did?
Yeah, you said this is a Wibbage Monday.
No, I said garbage.
Oh.
Garbage Monday.
No, you said Radio 99.
Well, if you had worked there, you would have had the same feeling, though. We had a garbage connection here, and I'll tell you, we're right across the street from the Roxborough dumps. And if you want to be down in the dumps, so they say on a Monday, just drive down the street. Did you see all that garbage, Bill? There's somebody made dumps over the weekend here. Maybe they locked them out or something. But there's garbage all over the street down here. And I'm serious, on Domino Lane. I don't know what's happening. I got to talk to Frank Marshall and the morning mayor.
We got a big plow trying to clean it up.
There's a plow cleaning it up now? Yeah, somebody dumped a few loads over there. And there were a lot of records in there, too. We were all groveling this morning at 5 a.m. looking for the Motown songs. How are you doing this morning?
Fine.
What can we play for you?
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond? Oh, not on a Motown Monday. You'll have to wait till our Uni Tuesday. Yeah, we'll play something for you.
Okay.
We'll get that on. What do you do for a living?
Right now I'm working at home.
You're working at home?
At home.
You have children, right?
Right.
I can hear them in the background.
Yes.
How many kids you got?
2. And then I babysit 2.
Oh, I see. So you didn't want to say that on the air because you're afraid the IRS will come over and want some money. Because babysitting money's all cash.
Right.
But that's okay. I mean, see, everybody cheats a little on this system. There's a little leverage in this system. They created it that way. Did you know that?
I know.
Our government is created to cheat. I mean, there's... And are you Republican?
Yes.
You are. Why are you hesitating every time I ask you a question?
They're tough questions.
Are these tough questions to answer?
That's a tough question.
Why? I mean, are you ashamed that you're Republican?
Well, I vote for who's ever the best man.
Do you think Democrats will not bring their children over to your house now?
No,
I mean, it's not a curse. It's just a political preference.
who's ever the best man.
Whoever's the best man. Well, are you going to vote for Ronald Reagan?
I don't know yet.
What are you waiting for? First of all, the election day, I know, but what do you... what would determine who you're going to vote for? Is this a bad subject?
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Not politics.
Does your husband work in the party?
No, I'm divorced.
Oh, I see. Well, that's a bad subject, too.
It is.
All right, well, we'll give you some tickets here for Scarfo's Slug Pizza. All right?
Okay.
It's a great new taste in pizza. Slugs and anchovies. Great in the rain. You'll love it. Now, everybody who's on our show, we have prizes for. We'll send you an album, all right?
Oh, great.
Hold on for a second.
I tried to get one yesterday.
What did you want to get?
An album.
What album did you want?
The Oldies album that
Oldies
you were giving
album.
out yesterday. You were the 15th caller?
Chances are, well, we don't do that. We don't play that game here.
No, well, yesterday.
Well, nobody knows how to count on this show. That's why. But we'll try to get an album out to you, all right?
Okay.
I'm sorry for the Republican stuff.
That's okay.
I mean, just because Reagan has taken more catnaps than Morris. And, you know, the debate, Mondale is scared. God's a Republican. We'll talk to you later, all right?
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I scared her, didn't I? Sure did. You could tell she hesitated a little bit. Well, she's probably got her own show on FM. This is WFIL. It's 946 on 56.
Senator Bill Bradley, service to New Jersey, take one.
I'm proud of my record of service to the people of New Jersey. We've held town meetings in every county in the state. We've helped over 55,000 New Jerseyans with their problems. We kept Fort Dix open and saved 8,000 jobs. We paved the way for waterfront development in Hoboken. We helped get the funds to protect the shore and reclaim the beach at Sandy Hook.
Senator, a little faster, please. Just a little faster.
We've helped bring in over $84 million in federal grants to rebuild our towns and cities. We brought New Jersey its first commercial VHF TV station in over 20 years.
Senator, you're going to have to go faster. We have a time problem here.
And we helped bring in over $350 million to rebuild our roads and bridges. We stopped a group of Southern senators who wanted to shift $10 million in education funds from New Jersey to the South. We helped New Jersey Transit finance over $500 million.
Hold it. You know what the problem is here?
What?
You've done too much.
Paid for by Bill Bradley for U.S. Senate Committee.
We are the WFIL sales team. We have the lowest rates. That's why they call us the Rate Busters.
You'll sign the deal if the rates are still. Who are you gonna call?
Rate Busters.
If the price is right and the cash is tight, who are you gonna call?
Rate Busters.
I ain't paying the most.
I ain't paying the most.
Rate Busters, the WFIL sales dog team hits the streets. They're taking the rage by country. Their target, cash spot sales, door to door. You got it, they want it, and they're willing to do anything.
Anything?
Anything to close a deal. Rate Busters, starring Bill Money, Sigour Cash Weaver, and your firstborn male child.
Rate Busters, WFIL.
These are the guys who sell the radio time. And I kissed him. 9:48 on WFIL, the Ronettes. That's Crystals. Do Ron. Ronettes are also Phil Spector's group. He produced both of these records. Had a really good round sound. Not Motown, no. Phil Spector had his own label called Phyllis Records. And he had Bobby Sox and the Blue Jeans, who are in the background of Rats in My Room, matter of fact. I know all these things. I just hate all of them. Because they're all part of my childhood, which I'm still having. Oh, shucks. 9:50 on WFIL, and Joey Reynolds on the radio. We're here on a day that I think is very significant and special because everybody's stuck in traffic and they're forced to listen to AM. We're thrilled about it, though. We got a big audience today, so we talk a little more than usual because we got your attention and we can sell you more stuff. But let me tell you about something that's coming up this month. This is October, and this month is Pizza Festival time. And according to the book, The Big Book in the Sky, Chase's annual events, it says that attention is called to the health benefits of pizza. And we need to inform the public of its history, says Richard Falk, Does that sound Italian? Richard Falk, chief taster in New York City.
I can't hear you. My ears just fell off.
Mostly pizzas are made by Greeks anyway. They're not made by Italians. But we're going to start a pizza festival all this month. We want people to bring us pizzas every day here to the studio, and we're going to do something that's very brave. Next to eating scrapple in the morning, pizza is the bravest thing. Perhaps the hardest thing to eat in the morning, for me anyway, would be to have, I think, let's see, something that's really disgusting in the morning is, no. What do you like in the morning? Anchovies on pizza?
What am I like?
Can you eat?
What do I like?
What do you like? Would you eat anchovies on pizza in the morning?
No.
Bring us an anchovy pizza tomorrow morning. We're going to start our pizza festival, and we need a drum, too, while you're at it. We still haven't gotten our drum. The audience needs to supply the props because we do not get anything from the management. We need to have our own drum. Not to beat a drum, we need to have something to finish these bad jokes with, like ba-dum-bump. See, we don't have a ba-dum-bump. So if you have a drum lying around the house, maybe you had a kid who was a drummer and he's no longer into the snare or the top or the bottom, then you send it over to us and we can't give you any money, but maybe we'll give you a golden album for it. Or an ideal solid gold music trivia game, or a doll from Mattel. No, we would like to have a drum if you have one that you don't need around the house. We're going to go over to a thrift shop and look for them today, but maybe we'll wait a couple days. If we can't get one from the audience, then we'll go out and we'll spring for it. We also need to have pizza starting tomorrow, so I always put the call out to folks to do that because you can then really be involved in this show because this is your show. Yeah. Now we have a tape which we made with Ed Asner the other day, and I asked him a couple of questions that concern the unions, and you may not understand this, but the Screen Actors Guild is a union in Los Angeles mostly. It's all over the country, but Screen Actors Guild is the actors. And the AFTRA, AFTRA, is the American Federation of Television and Radio Entertainers. They have separate unions, see, but they're talking about putting the two unions together to form one great union that will keep Ed Asner in office. It's AFTRA and SAG being together gives us double the benefits, see. Now, in other words, I'll be able to get the same benefits as a movie star if I belong to AFTRA. But the bad news is the movie star will get the same benefits that a radio personality gets. And there's only about 10 movie stars that work and 400,000 people on the radio. So putting the two unions together should be no big deal. I asked Ed Asner what he thought of the situation, and I got some random comments. I think we're ready with that tape.
The performer, the actor, could do nothing but want that. I think that there are people who are non-actors who may resist that union, the network people, the staff announcers who feel that they don't have that much in common with us. So we have to find a way to make that bridge.
You're going to make any more movies?
I hope so.
One with Mariette Hartley was great. What happened?
I believe I'm alive and well.
Look at that picture.
What happened to it?
Yes, it was great.
Oh, it's on cable. I know. It couldn't get arrested at the theater. Nobody would take a chance on it.
Do you think you got smished because of your political...
Somewhat.
How do you
but
feel?
that had nothing to do with that picture. I think they were just afraid of that picture on the top.
Everything seemed to crumble at once. You had the show went, and then the picture was released, and it was great, and you're a marvelous person. So what happened?
I think my outspokenness tended to discourage people in using me.
Do you think you're going to lose with the union, too? Do you think eventually you'll lose that position?
I have one more year in this position, and then I am running as fast as I can from it. I am not there for life. It's an unpaid position. I have to find how to continue my career.
Very few people would be as brave as you've been.
Well, I stumbled into things. It's not all bravery. But I'm delighted. I had the opportunity.
We're going to see you on a ticket somewhere.
Not a bit. Not a bit.
Why not?
Because I support excellent candidates like this when they rarely appear, and I prefer to stay clear of politics and fight for issues. If there are more candidates like Joe, I have to fight so much.
Can I get you to say WFIL so I can run it on the air?
WFIL? Sure.
Yeah. How about Joey Reynolds?
Joey Reynolds, absolutely.
All right, that's what happened to Manayunk the other day. It's the only thing that happened there in years.
You tell them we're not union?
Yeah, I did. There's only two unions. There's before and after. We're going to go now. It's been an eventful show today. I've got to go out and do my aerobics now. We're going to do our stream of consciousness closing. We start off with one word, and it leads to many words. Isn't that what happened this morning at 6 a.m.?
That's right. We've had too many words since 6 a.m.
The Joey Reynolds AM Radio Asylum has been made possible by the Mummers Parade and by Imus in the Morning. Thanks also to Charles Manson, Charlie the Tuna, Acme Piano Tuners, Acme Markets, Tick, 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 Tell a Friend, Clearasil, you get that connection, Windowsill, the Cowsills, Cowlicks, Split Ends, Dead Ends, Brick Walls, Hick Towns, Churchill Downs, and Swale. The following people are irresponsible for today's show: Joey Dead or Alive Reynolds, Jeff News First at 56, Sam Halfway House Clover, plus Mort, Bob, Clint, Lorraine, Dina, Karen, and Jay, and featuring Ronald Reagan as the Beaver. This is Bill Marshall to let you know that you can consider this morning's closing credits as my 2 weeks' notice.
That's what got the applause. Let us smile for your umbrella and don't get a mouthful of rain.
It's 9:57 at WFIL. Coast Guard Lieutenant Susan Donner says authorities believe they've accounted for all 140 crewmen and dock workers aboard a Spanish cruise ship that fell off its braces today in dry dock at a Norfolk, Virginia shipyard. 25 people were injured, according to police, who said earlier that 25 others were missing. The Coast Guard says the ship, known as the Santa Cruz, was at the Norfolk Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company for routine service. The attorneys for Major League Baseball will not confirm reports that a strike is in effect. A walkout by the men in blue threatens to disrupt the league championship series beginning tomorrow, but baseball's commissioner says that there are contingency plans. Comedian Joan Rivers and her husband have given the Montgomery County community of Upper Moreland Township a gift of $25,000. Rivers and her husband have invested about $17 million in a housing development and shopping center being built in the township and want the money to be used for building a park nearby. WFIL News Time, 9:58.
It's nice to see they're making convertibles again. Alfa Romeo never stopped. And Alfa convertibles are in the true European sports car tradition. From the ground up convertibles, not coupes with their tops chopped off. Algar, the Delaware Valley's oldest Alfa dealer, invites you to come in and drive the newest Alfa convertible. The special edition 1985 Graduate with a base price of under $13,500. Like all Alfas, it comes with a 3-year, 36,000-mile protection plan. Ask for the details. From the head-turning elegance of its classic Italian design to the throaty song of its dual overhead cam engine, this is what a personal sports car was meant to be. Algar is in Paoli. Take 252 South. We're just a half mile on the left. Sports car lovers, we want to share one of the most exhilarating driving experiences with you. Top down in one of our Algar Alphas.
Here's a WFIL Gold Note. You can get personal aid and assistance through your computer at no cost by connecting your computer to the Computer Connection. Dial 215-934-5442. Checking sports, Phil's ended the season on a down note, dropping a doubleheader and dumped their manager. Paul Owens resigns and heads to the front office. The new manager, Coach John Felski. Redskins over the Eagles yesterday at RFK, 20-0. Once again, Major League umpires are on strike, but they expect the playoffs will continue unhindered. Here's the 56 forecast. Rain continuing, heavy at times, gusty winds, etc., etc. The high a miserable 60. Tonight, rain continuing with a low of 52. For tomorrow, that rain tapers off to showers with a high of 60. WFIL Philadelphia temperature 51. This is Jeff Collins, WFIL News. Now back to Motown Monday with Bill Neal on Golden Oldies 56. WFIL.
You are under my power. It is the power of love.
Be a magician, coffee shoe, got the magic touch.
Golden Oldies, 56 WFIL. Bill Neal, good morning, 10:02 as we celebrate Motown Monday together. Martha Vandellas, don't dance in the street. Golden Oldies, 56 WFIL. Sounds great in the car.